Now, from Wish TV, this is The Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Coming up on The Zone Extra, state tournament action heats up in multiple sports. Tonight in our Coach's Corner, we're joined by the man leading the city champion Cathedral Irish. Plus, our Athlete of the Week looks to end her high school career on a high note.
It would be extremely special, just thinking about it. I mean, childhood dream of mine.
And you won't want to miss our Play of the Week.
Well done. Target. She's feeling it.
The Zone Extra starts now.
Hey, good evening to you and welcome to the Zone Extra, everybody. I'm Anthony Calhoun. It is a busy time in high school sports with postseason action in girls basketball, wrestling, and girls swimming. In our Coach's Corner tonight, I'm joined by the man leading one of the state's top hoops programs and current city champion. Cathedral's Jason Delaney is here. Plus, before she heads to Arizona State next season, our Athlete of the Week hopes to lead North Central girls basketball to a state title. Olivia Ray introduced us to Meg Newman, and you won't want to miss our top play of the week, courtesy of Pendleton Heights. Also, we want to hear from you. Find out how you can be a part of the show in weeks to come. But now, let's take a look at this week in high school sports. Last Saturday was sectional championship night in girls basketball at North Central. The top-ranked Panthers had no trouble getting past defending Class 4A champion Lawrence North with a 40-point win. Up next for North Central is a regional semifinal game against Brownsburg. In Class 3A sectional 27, it was a rematch of last year's sectional championship quadruple overtime thriller between Bishop's Retard and Heritage Christian. No need for overtime in this one, though. The Trojans took a 10-point lead into the break and opened things up in the third. A late Eagles rally wasn't enough as Bishop's Retard gets the 8-point win. Its second straight sectional title for the Trojans.
We had beat them twice, and our big thing was just believe that we can beat them one more time. And if everyone believed, we would win. And we did, and it was amazing. It was an amazing feeling. This group is so special. I love every single one of these girls. I love my team. We have great chemistry, and I think we work well, really together.
It feels so great. This is a special team, and we're bonded together so tightly, and I'm excited to see what else we can do.
Congratulations to the Trojans. Meanwhile, in one of the toughest sectionals in the state, it was a matchup that did not disappoint between Carmel and Noblesville. The Hounds junior Kate Clark here poured in a career high 31 points, including 6 3-pointers, but she was matched on the other side by Miller's super sophomore Ashlyn Shea, who scored 36, including this jumper there you saw, with the game tied in less than 2 minutes remaining. That gave Noblesville the lead for good, and for the first time since 2015, the Millers are sectional champions.
I'm not sure I've ever, and I've been doing this a long time, seen everybody was ranked in the top 20, and to have to knock off, 2 top 10 teams and a top 15 team, and it was unreal.
It was awesome. We had a lot of high hopes coming into this. We knew we were gonna give each team a run for their money, and I think we did just that. And it's an amazing feeling coming out on top.
Amazing indeed. So congratulations to the Millers. Let's take a look at some of the 4A regional semifinal matchups coming up on Saturday. At Marion, we got McCutcheon against Carroll, and then you got Noblesville taking on Homestead. And at Decatur Central, everybody, North Central against Brownsburg, and Roncalli gets Mount Vernon. The winners, of course, will meet in the regional championship coming up on Saturday night. And last week, the IHSA announced a change to the format of the girls' basketball state finals in an effort to create a safer environment for the teams and the limited number of spectators. Games will be held over 2 days. One championship game will be played Friday night, February the 26th, with the other 3 games taking place Saturday, February the 27th. Okay, and in the boys basketball, the regular season rolls on, but the tournament is fast approaching as well. There, of course, the sectional draw is just a week and a half away, and the tournament begins March the 2nd. Last week on the court, though, it was a showdown between number 2 Lawrence North and number 4 Carmel, with the MIG title likely on the line. The Hounds held LN to 11 points in the first half, building an 8-point lead. Carmel expanded the gap to 18 after 3 and cruised to a 14-point win. That gives Coach Ryan Osborne and the Hounds at least a share of the MIC Championship. Let's take a look at this week's Class 4A rankings right now. You see Homestead there, the team to beat so far, 20-0 on the year. There's Carmel, 16-2. Lawrence North, the Wildcats, 17-2. There's Cathedral, the Irish, 14-2 on the year. And then you got the Plainfield, 16-1 on the season. All right, and it's championship week in girls swimming as well. Sectional winners were crowned last Saturday, and the state finals will be held this weekend at the Natatorium downtown. Carmel will be looking for, get this, a record 35th state title. Unbelievable. Area team sectional winners this season included Fishers, Carmel, Plainfield, Zionsville, Brownsburg, North Central, Franklin, and Greenfield Central. State finals action gets underway coming up tomorrow night, with the prelims, followed by the finals on Saturday. Good luck to all the state finalists. All the best to you. And on the map, how about this? Wrestlers are through the regional round of the state tournament. At Frankfort, champion Carmel wins 5 events and advances 11 wrestlers to the semi-state. Perry Meridian wins the Southport Regional with 5 individual champions and 11 semi-state qualifiers. And at Mooresville, is Brownsburg claiming a 6th straight regional title. That is, the Dogs advance 9 wrestlers to semi-state. Here are the locations for Saturday's wrestling semi-state action. East Chicago, Central, you see it there, New Haven and Newcastle and Jasper. Those are the locations for the wrestling semi-state finals coming up. All right, time for a break, folks. We have much more on the way here on the Zone Extra. Glad you're with us tonight. Up next is the Coach's Corner. Yeah, his team was recently crowned city champions and look to be a threat in the state tournament next month. Cathedral basketball coach Jason Delaney, he's in studio tonight. Can't wait to talk to Coach. And still ahead, she's one of the area's top players on the #1 ranked team in the state. We're going to introduce you to our Athlete of the Week from North Central. That's still to come here on the Zone Extra.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
All right, we're back here on the Zone Extra tonight. Anthony Calhoun here with you. Time now for our Coach's Corner. Last month, his team won the city tournament for the 4th time in the past 5 seasons. The Irish currently sport a 14-2 record and are ranked 4th in Class 4A. Welcome to the Zone Extra tonight, everybody. Cathedral head basketball coach Jason Delaney here with us tonight. Coach, thank you for joining us here on the Zone Extra. Always great to see you. And man, you're making a difference over there at Cathedral. How much fun are you having with this Irish basketball team? And I'm sure you love your team a lot right now.
I do. They're a great group of kids who have bought into everything that we're trying to do, and that makes your job enjoyable. You know, what we've gone through in the last couple of years, especially since the end of last season, I think that draws you together too. But we got guys who are on the same page. They want to be coached, they want to be pushed, and as a coach, that's all you can ask for, because you're trying to achieve something great with a group of guys, and when they're bought in, it makes going to practice fun every day, and then when you're game planning and you're challenging them, that makes it a lot more fun, and they have totally done that.
Yeah, you know, you guys have a tough schedule, one of the toughest schedules in the state of Indiana. But what is it about this year's team that you like? What are the strengths about your Irish team?
I think the chemistry, the togetherness, how the first day of practice, my question to them was, what's your definition of sacrifice? And each guy went around and gave their definition of sacrifice, because we have 11 guys right now who can all step on the floor and contribute. We could throw out different starting 5s every game, and you've got to be willing to sacrifice, you know, for the betterment of the team. Sometimes that's minutes, sometimes that's shots, and I think we move the ball so well, so that's part of sacrifice. But just them coming together and cheering on each other and being happy for each other's success, that makes it fun, because we've got a whole mixture. We've got 3 seniors, then we've got a couple juniors, and then we've got sophomores who are playing major minutes for us. And so we've got that mixture, and sometimes as you have different classes, you don't always get that mix. But I think with this group, the chemistry is huge for us.
We know there was really no sectional finals when you think about it, from what happened last year, obviously dealing with COVID-19. What do the kids take away from last year? How hungry are they to continue to play here and then get ready for the postseason?
we had graduated 95% of our stats from the year before. Armand Franklin, when you lose a guy of his caliber, that's losing a lot. And so last year we had a lot of young guys playing. And so just like in the city championship last year and a few other games, we went 18-6, which is a great record, but we fell short some games. We lost leads in the fourth quarter, and one of those was the sectional game that we played against Attucks.
Yeah.
And so after that game, Brad Stevens always says pain is part of the process, and we took that pretty hard. Mm-hmm. And so guys were really focused, and then a week later, we find out, we're shutting down for a little while at school, and that a little while turned into months.
Yeah.
And so with that time, what you started to see is guys organizing workouts like outside at their house. And then that into June, we still weren't able to do anything yet. And so you see they would work out, then they went to lunch together, then they would be at one of the guys' AAU team or games to support them. And so you started to see them coming together, and because they were determined. Workouts, preseason stuff, all that had a little bit of different feel to it. And so you could see that determination in this group of guys.
City tournament this year, it's always a battle. It seems like you guys get the championship game, it feels like every year, but to win another one, how sweet was it to get it done this year?
Again, after last year, we had won 3 straight, and so the way we lost it last year, losing the lead in the last minute and then losing in double overtime, it left a bitter taste in our mouth. And, losing to Attucks again in the sectional, that's one of the games you waited for.
Yeah.
And so this year, we had the experience, and I thought that cost us last year, but this year the guys did a great job of experience, and every guy contributed that night. And so getting back and winning it again feels pretty good right now.
That's great. 17 years as a head coach, so you've been around for some time. It's not fair, the sectional you guys are in. You go from all the teams in that sectional. How do you deal with that with your team? When you look at who's in that 4A sectional, there's so many great teams from Warren Central. When you look at the teams, you see them there. Obviously Lawrence North there, LC, North Central. Over the years, so many great teams. If you get through this, you have a good chance to get to stay, right?
All right. AC, like you said, 17 years. I think we knew each other when I had hair.
That's
now
right.
we got a bunch of gray. and I think this sectional is a big part of why. You've got to be somewhat crazy to want a job at one of these schools where you've got to coach in this sectional.
Yeah.
But when you look at the guys who have gone through that sectional, who are in the NBA now or major college basketball, and when you look at the coaches in this sectional, you look at how many wins they've got. Al Gooden, over 500 now, Jack Kiefer, and some of these other guys. Coaching is a part of it. Talent is a part of it.
Yeah.
But it's about showing up, every night. It's going to be who can have a small margin of error, because each game is going to come down to certain plays.
Yeah.
Last year, 3 of the games, the team leading in the last minute end up losing. And so that margin of error is so small. But this year, 5 or 6 of those teams were ranked preseason. And so, it's a battle, and every night, it's a gift and a curse. Like as a coach or a competitor, you love going against the best of the best. And that's kind of why we build our schedule the way we do each and every year. But it's about that night, and the same team hasn't repeated over the years. It's always somebody new because it's that difficult.
Well, look, Coach, thank you so much for joining us here on the Zone Extra. Good luck to you guys the rest of the way. The good news is you're playing basketball, so that's the blessing more than anything, right?
Yes, we are blessed, and we're thankful for that opportunity.
All right, we appreciate it. Good seeing you as always. We're going to take a time out. Still ahead here tonight on the Zone Extra. She's the reason why high school hoopers have nightmares about North Central's front court. After the break, our Olivia Ray introduces us to Meg Newman, the 6'3" senior standout for the Panthers, and our athlete of the week. Plus, we take a look at the game plan for tomorrow night. Busy night of boys basketball. That's coming up.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Back here on the Zone Extra, despite a dozen Indiana All-Stars, it's been a decade since North Central girls basketball last won a state title. But 2021 might be the year for the Panthers. The number one ranked NC team took home their sectional trophy with a 40-point win. And according to our Olivia Ray tonight, most teams in the state are dreading a matchup with Meg Newman this postseason.
For her to come as far as from her freshman year to now, ESPN has her listed as the number 5 person in the country in her position in her class. She is up for the Naismith Award. Her mid-range game is unstoppable.
Meg Newman was one of the fastest rising prospects in the state of Indiana. The 6'3" senior racked up over 30 Division I offers as she navigated the final act of her North Central career. But ultimately, it was Arizona State that won over this Midwest prep superstar.
The opportunity to play in the Pac-12 is just one I couldn't pass up. It's a super competitive league for women's basketball, but also just, the team dynamic there.
So as Newman prepares to step from one storied program to the next, she'd like to see that number 1 ranking permanently etched next to the 2021 North Central name. And she's already checked off the first box in her final Panther postseason run.
It's a surreal feeling for sure. The 4 seniors and I, we've all known each other since like 6th grade. But then this team, it's been a long time coming as far as postseason success. I think, we're all naturally intrinsically motivated people, and we're gonna go out there and do everything we can just to prove that we're the best.
The last few games we have shot out of this world. In the sectional final, we shot 80%, and if we can continue to do that, we are going to be hard to beat.
So the long-awaited trophy hunt rolls on as the Panthers' lethal front court gets set for the regional round. Olivia Ray, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
All right, Olivia, thank you so much. Time for a break, but more still to come here on the Zone Extra, including our play of the week. Plus, we look ahead to a great night of Friday night basketball.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
All right, we're back here on the Zone Extra. Anthony Calhoun here with you tonight. One of our favorite parts of covering high school sports is the passion of both the players and the fans in the stands. The school spirit we see is incredible everywhere we go, and each fall we award the prestigious Zone banner to the school with the best school spirit. Congratulations again to Westfield. Banner season may be over, but we are always on the lookout for great school spirit across Central Indiana. Keep showing us why your school has the best spirit, and we can't wait for the brand new, that is, battle for the banner, that is, coming up next fall. Now it's time to take a look at our play of the week. Pendleton Heights tied with Muncie Central in the closing seconds. Jamison Dunham's shot is no good, but Dontrez Braxton puts it back up, and it's good at the buzzer. Look at that. Check it out again. Braxton throws it over his head and gets it to go. Pendleton Heights wins this one. We want to see and we want to hear from you. Do you have a play of the week? Check us out here. Your video could be featured on a future edition of the Zone Extra as our play of the week. Tweet us the video of a great play from a high school sporting event using the hashtag #TheZoneExtra. Then tune in next Thursday and see if your submission becomes our play of the week. Well, MyNDTV, Channel 23 is your local home for high school sports, and we have a great weekend of action coming your way. Beginning tomorrow at 7:30, it's a showdown in the MIC as third-ranked Lawrence North heads to the west side to take on a surging Ben Davis team that has won 4 straight. And on Saturday evening, don't miss number 4 Cathedral hosting Franklin Central. You can see all the action live coming up MyNDTV, Channel 23. And it's a big night of high school hoops again across Central Indiana as the end of the regular season is quickly approaching for teams, and we'll have you covered, that is, with highlights from 11 games tomorrow on the Zone at 11:08. Let's take a look at some of the other games we'll have for you. You take a look there. You got Hamilton Southeastern at Carmel. Brownsburg taking on Noblesville. We got Greenwood against Plainfield. Center Grove against Lawrence Central, and Mount Vernon against Brebeuf. All that and more coming your way on the Zone tomorrow night at 11:08. Right here on Wish TV. So, hey, it's good to be back with you for this week. Was out last week because of the Super Bowl, but always a great time here on the Zone Extra. We are here, of course, every Thursday, 7 o'clock, right here on Wish TV, talking all high school sports here in Central Indiana. Thanks for watching, everybody. We greatly appreciate it. We'll see you back here next Thursday, 7 o'clock, for the Zone Extra.